is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 3 of 30 days of sketches. Today's sketch comes from Sandra Lee, and I am digging in to my Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection. I really liked this collection. I know this collection had like some mixed reviews, but I really liked it, and I forget to use it. So I have some school photos of my daughter when, so she is the president of student council this year in 8th grade, and this was their like initiation. And I thought, I think that works pretty good with this collection. I liked the houses. They're in a church, but I liked the houses. And then there was super fun paper with the alphabet. And so I knew that I wanted those 2 papers to be some of my paper layers. Now, with the alphabet, my initial thought was to take the ABC, right? Like, it just seems like that's what you should do, is take, the beginning of the alphabet. But I decided that since this is her last year at this school, that it was more appropriate to do the end of the alphabet. Now, that seems like a lot of thought went into a strip of paper, but that's where my brain was. Like, that's what I was thinking. So I thought maybe I should explain that, because your brain probably went to ABC as well, like mine did initially. So I am putting the paper layers down, and you can say they match fairly closely to the paper layers in the sketch. And then it calls for 2 photos, and it says 3x4 and I'm not sure, 4x5, 6x5, 6. I think it's 4x5. I can't read it from my printed out thing. So I did trim both my pictures down. I don't know what size they are. I don't think that the smaller one is a 3x4. I think I cut it down even smaller because I really wanted to just hone in on my daughter. But if I did that, then it would be really, really tiny. So you get her and her friend in there, and so that works just fine. I did feel like the photos need to be matted. They seem to be just becoming another paper layer, and not so much of a focus. So I am going to opt for this kind of purpley chevron-y paper. So the background paper has that same purpley color in all of the flourishes. So I felt like that really tied in the front and the back. So I'm going to trim those down, and I am going to layer them up actually how you see them in the photo or in the sketch. So interestingly enough, the more you scrapbook, the more you learn about the way you like to scrapbook, right? And I am definitely a touching kind of scrapbooker, meaning that I like everything to touch. So I like when I have a multi-photo, I like to have all of my photos touching each other. I don't know why. And I'm not always a straight photo person. I tend to like make them a little cockeyed or, yeah. But I was like, you know what? I really want to embrace this sketch. So with embracing the sketch, my photos are not touching and they are straight. I mean, they're not like T-square ruler straight, but they are straight. And I really like it. And I think that the super fun thing about sketches or scrap lifts or when you're taking inspiration from somebody else's idea is sometimes try to embrace something different, because you might learn that you like it. And then if you don't, that's fine. Don't do it again. But I really felt like I needed to embrace that. Now, there are 2 floral clusters in the sketch, and I knew exactly that I needed these Floral Die Cuts from Cut to You. And I have them sitting on my desk. I think I talked about this yesterday with the leaves. Is for me, there are certain cut files that I tend to have cut and ready to go. Florals and leaves are one of them. So I love these flowers. So if I'll try to remember to link them in the description box below. And if I didn't link the leaves from yesterday, I'll try and go back and do that as well. Just because if you need a floral or you need a leaf, if they're cut out in white, you can make them whatever color works for your layout. So that was where my brain was going. But yeah, when I saw the sketch, I was like, I know exactly which cut file I need. So I am just going to do a little bit of embellishing. There's not really so much embellishment clusters on the sketch other than the florals. I'm going to do a little one up at the top of the big photo, and then a little one on the bottom left of the left photo. And then, so I'm going through the ephemera pack, and I actually think I have 3 of these ephemera packs, because I was going through this one that's open, noticing that there are multiples. So my guess is this packet is like a collection, is like a combination of 2 packets, and then I still have an unopened one. So I definitely need to use this collection a little bit more. Or maybe I just need to, maybe I need to send one of the ephemera pack to somebody else. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. So I'm going to add a couple of butterflies because they're cute. I added a title that says celebrate. And then I added a tiny word sticker that says a piece of our history. So I added that to the bottom. And then I had to go to work, but I knew I wanted to add some sequins. And these are one of my favorite ones from Spiegel Mom Scraps. They're called Misty Meadow. So you can see I have some sequin trails for my butterflies, and that's going to do it. So check out the playlist and remember to wear your crown. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.